My number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us.
Hey, everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready. 53, check 53. I got you, pump. Undercut.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Spinning away. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Duke Johnson, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
This is taken at the 3, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, here's Breida. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second and 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wilson. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 75 yards. Now Rashad Penny.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Play action. It's Wilson. This is caught. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
53. Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
They'll run it with Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where...
And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Penny, a first down carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. To throw is Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Wilson, his pass caught at the 4. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. This fielded at the 2. Bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Second and long. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Second and 5 now. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Wilson on first down. Short throw to Disley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Willie Henry able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, a run from Breida. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. On first down, Wilson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Wilson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Second and 5 now. Wilson dumping it off for Johnson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Wilson now, going to throw again. It's caught, blocked it, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of pop.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Wilson. Short throw to Disley.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This is Penny. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that can...
Rush comes and they block it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible change. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jaron Reed, his second sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one good for 14 and the Seahawk first. Here's Penny on the counter. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Again, it's Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's make these big.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. It's complete to Lockett. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Well, A deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Willie Henry bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And they're on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Now it's Penny, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, a give to Penny. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they close.